Welcome back to day 36 again? 136. Gotta relive once again, because we almost had an issue. Problem one, that would have been catastrophic. Get this package again though. Sleeping masks and some gems. So I was loading up blueprints and then I was setting up everything else for today's recording. And all of a sudden in the background I heard some dialogue coming from my headset. Schoolhouse. Ooh. We can go for the schoolrooms today. Maybe we try that. Maybe we try that. I don't remember if there's anything interesting. There's a dig spot. Herbie. Who's Herbie? So that dialogue I was hearing was the actual Blueprints intro. Yes, the intro. The intro sequence to Blueprints was being played. Oh, I don't know what happened or why, but somehow my game was starting a new game. And I was freaking out. So I did what anyone would do in that situation. I first closed Blueprints and immediately rebooted it, and there was no continue button. Luckily I found a way to get to the game files, and I found a backup to my save file, to this run, to this playthrough that we are in now. I managed to delete the new save I somehow created. I still don't know how it started, but now we're here. We got things under control. It's fine. We're fine. This is fine. We have a book to read. We got more puzzles to solve. And we have a house to explore. Did I already read this? Oh, yeah, right. We already read this because... we're reliving the same day. Fantastic. I love that from me. But that's okay. We're going to get through. We're going to get some secrets. Maybe some classrooms, which I'm not going to get here. I mean, I could lead me to a dead end. Yeah, actually, no. Let's see how this pans out. Let's see how, if I draft classrooms aggressively, if this pays off for me. Also, I get a free apple. I've already been in this classroom, so I'm just gonna get some steps here. Maybe I should go re-roll to a different classroom, but I will try to remember that the next time we find a classroom. Also, can I kick this? No, I cannot. It is not a giant beach ball. Sad. Let's continue looking for some classrooms. See what kind of progress we can make. We found a shovel. May or may not be useless. Useful. To the boulder hour. The dice is going to be useful for finding classrooms. Honestly, I wouldn't mind finding a classroom here. So let's aggressively find a classroom. Grade 2. I've also already been in here. I think we made it to grade 5 last time. Ooh, the den. Oh, let's take the hallway. Maybe the hallway can connect 3 classrooms together. That would be something. There's one. I'm gonna have to find some gems. Uh-oh. I didn't even think about that. Currently have 3. Ooh. Everything's riding on the hallway. Passageway. Passageway takes gems. Oh, we have to go parlor or we roll. That's a classroom. Oh, we gotta go den. We gotta go den. We gotta go den. Den gives me options. And also gives me a gem. Let's go up. Courtyard? Commissary. It costs a gem to use that. Blah. Okay. I cannot afford a classroom here because it gives me a dead end. I really want the storeroom though, but that also is a dead end. The only reason is it gives me a gem. I gotta go here. Gotta go here. Classroom wouldn't be bad. I guess I take the chapel. Gives me more doors to find classrooms. And also, I've missed a lot of these candlesticks. I need to refine that lighting tool. So I can get those candles lit. But as of right now, let's take a reroll here. Get the office, which takes gems, which we don't have. Holler gives me gems. Ooh, we need gems for the classrooms. Okay, so this is good. We can get 2 gems here. That's enough for get me to at least that's enough to at least get me to classroom number 6. Only one of these other boxes is false. The gems are in the false box. The gems are in the false box. This is clearly false. I'm gonna stick my key in it. And find the gems inside. Also is the coin purse that I missed. I have missed it before. I shall not do it again. Classroom. Leads to a dead end. I think I can live with that. I think I can live with that. I think I can live with that. We have 2 passable doorways, and besides, I have to take a dead end here anyways. So let's take a classroom. Grade 4. Also been in this room. Very fun room. I learned a lot. Do I remember any of it? No. But that's why I took notes. Is that a book? The study, the dark room, the study. So many dead ends. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess we'll take the gem. And possibly have a fast day. Fast rehash of day 136. The Groundhog movie. How lovely. Going up. Ooh, the dining room. Corridor. Corridor would make the most sense house layout wise. I guess we'll do that. Corridor goes into a secret passage or a morning room. I would like the gems, actually. The gems will help me with the classrooms. But this is going to be a very, very risky door now. Classroom, no. No, no. Oh. Oh. Oh, it goes up. Why does it go up now? The other ones went down. This one went up. Go in classroom. Grade 5. Also been in there before. Although, I don't remember what lesson this one taught me. Oh, about the pictures. Right. This one was all about the pictures and the building and the rooms, talking about how they relate by word association or something. Some puzzle, word play, doohickey, or another. Moving on. 84 steps, go into a secret passage or a break room. I'm tempted to get the break room because when I end the day in the break room, I get a free key card the next day. Ow! I also did 7 redraws just to find classrooms. I think my best play is just to go for classrooms at this point. We are very close. Because if I go 6, 7, 8, it would end my run. Yes, that is true. It would end my run. Although, classroom number 7 might go up. It would end my run, however, I don't care because then we would have all the classrooms. And I've never been in this room before. Okay. What is this? History worksheet. Multiple choice. Who was the first crown ruler? Oh, we read this book. Oh, Oh, let's test my knowledge. Who was the first crown ruler of Finn Ares? That was Prince Larson. Which city in Finn Ares is named after the historical figure? Oh, all of those names. It's not Reddington. I want to say it's Oris. I want to say it's Oris. How many sons did the fourth king of Alex? Oh, this one's easy. Wait, I was gonna say 3. There's 3 is not an option. Uh-oh. I don't remember this one. The fourth king. Maybe I didn't read this book. Because I know the first crown ruler had 3 kids. Which they ruled over 1, 2, 3. And there's a whole book that had all the eras. Which led to the 5th era. Lasting... I think that's correct. I think 22 years is correct with this one. Which realm did not ally with Finn Ares during the war? Well, none of these are realms, so it has to be A. Which flag was forbidden? That was the red flag, the black flag. The black flags turned to red flags. Huh. I do have the library. And that particular book happens to be in the library at this very moment. I'm not a cheater. I'm not being graded. Hey. I'm not being graded. I'm doing research. Yeah, research. Also, I'm waiting on my allowance. The library. Okay. I should have took a picture of the questions. Orenda Ares, Arche Ares, Vezara? Oh. Okay. Maybe I was wrong about that. I thought they all started with Ares in the title. Oops. King Darius the Third? Oh no. Was I wrong about that too? Maybe. Oris? I do remember that. I do remember that. It's just I have no idea what... Is that... Oh, that's the name of the first king. Right? No. I am confused. So which one became the problem? Which one became the problem? It was 22 years. The 5th era lasted 22 years. I did remember that. I'll be back. I think I have enough information. If I don't, I'll just take a picture of the test. And we'll go from there. It's funny how I have classroom, hallway, classroom, hallway. Go anywhere, any direction I wanted. Hey! Ah! And then I have classroom, classroom. Probably gonna have classroom, classroom. I went the wrong way. Is that the right way? That's the bedroom. I'm lost. Bedroom has a door to the den. To a corridor. To a morning room, which is next to a classroom. This is actually another classroom. Okay. Is it not B? Pretty sure 2 is B. I'm almost positive that 2 is B. Oh, okay. Fin RAs and arch RAs. I remember reading that too. So 5 has to be A. 5 is A. But if 5 is A, and only one of these 3 is correct. So I think 3 is A. I don't have no idea what. I have no idea what 3 is. I have to be careful. Maybe General Teshkin does sound familiar. Let me take a picture of this. Back to the book. To the book. To the book. To the book, to the book, to the book. To the book, to the book, to the book. Book, 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 book. Not that book. To the book, to the book, to the book. Book, 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 book. Not those books. Book, 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 book. This book. Okay. Who was the first crown ruler of Fin Ares? Fin Ares, Fin Ares, Fin Ares, Fin Ares. Orlando Ares, Archer Ares. Wait. Was it King Delius III? What? Piers Thurston? Oh, it is A. Self-proclaimed Prince Larson of Finn declared himself to be the true monarch. I believe number 1 is A, which is weird. Is that? Sure. Let's go with A. Prince Larson. Larson? Which makes these incorrect. What about number 2? Which city in Fern Ares is named after a historical figure? Which city in Fern Ares? Is it Oris? Wait, what? Which city in Finn Ares is named after a historical figure? Delius the Fourth? Is it Finn? Alright, skipping that one for now. What about number 3? How many sons did the 4th king of Orindia have? Who's the 4th king of Orindia? I don't think that's in here. Is it King Delius the Third? The fourth era. So this has to be the fourth king, right? I would think. Among the people, it is believed that Delius was known as the king of the people. No one, when he made the decision to move to capital, leaving castle caught behind, the people were overjoyed. Yet when we were say so easily viewed the king's common folk. Does it say how many kids he had? I don't see how many kids he had. Which Rome did not ally with Finn allies? I know I can answer that one. Era ruin. Together they leveraged the particular influence to favor the nearby realms of Arch Ares. So number 5 is definitely A. And which means number 2 cannot be B. So number 2 has to be C. Reddington. And then number 3 cannot be A. It has to be D. Which I don't know if that's correct or not. But that would make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. But that would make test number 2 off by a lot. Which can't be correct. Well, isn't that something? Back to the drawing board. And we're back to the test. Gotta rewrite the answers down. This was E, C, D, C, B, C. B, C, D, C, B, C. And this was C, B, A, C, B, A, D, B, C. And this was B, C, A. C, A, C. And this was A, B, A. B, A, C. And we know 6 is for sure C. And I know 4 is for sure C. I do know those for a fact. I'm pretty sure 1 is A, but I could be incorrect on that. Who was the first crowned ruler of Finn Ares? Okay. C is 100% correct. C is also correct. Here. Orandia. It was the fourth king of Orandia who split the vast domains into three equal shares. Fields and mountains of the great grandfather, the middle province of Heartspring of the king. The eldest accepted the gift and called the new realm Orienda Ares. The realm Arch Ares and land of the North Storms. Developed by a good deal more than the vast of the elder brother's lot to the middle child, the only daughter he gifted the south region of Ejera, mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic in the poetry of the old tongue. The third sovereign realms and archived a period of remarkable prospect and prosperities of these distinct regions, ruled by their prospective siblings, monarchs, and blossomed, cultivating Each of these respective sibling monarchs had blossomed, cultivating the beautiful resources of the land and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. As the kingdom of Orienta Ares entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power, King Darius III. There is something in here that says Daisolet the Fourth, who was the first crown ruler of Fin Ares. So if that was him, that would be King Darius III's son. He was a king who often was seen among the people, eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Desolate and renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public saves of Oris. Reddington, the city of Fin Ares, is named after a historical figure. Uh, the people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed the king with open arms and grateful fanfare. Yet, not all were swayed so easily. These were those who viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, status, station. There were those who viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These distinct voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Finn, or, as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Finn. Yes, at number 4 is definitely C. Which realm did not ally with? Did not ally? That would be Ejera. according to this. Because Arenda Ares partnered with Arch Ares. So I misunderstood the question, and it wasn't asking what partner. It's asking who did not ally, which means it is B, not A. So number 5 is in fact B. Okay. Who was the first crown ruler of Finn Ares? I still think that would be Prince Larson. Prince Learson. Finn Ares. Well, the fourth king is definitely King Darius the third. I do know that. And there's an overwhelming amount on A. So I'm just going to go with number 3 is A. Number 1 is B. And number 2 is C. No, number 2 is B. Horus. Yeah, that makes sense. Number 2 being B makes sense. Because Horus is... If that's the name of a city, that would make this 2 wrong. That would make this 2 wrong. That would make this 2 wrong. That would make this 3 wrong. So the tests add up to the incorrect answers. Okay, I'll just go with that for now, and then we'll see if I'm correct or not. Hold on. I have grade 1. Next, oh, never mind. I thought it was the nursery. That would have been hilarious. But I do have to watch my steps now. So I will grab my allowance token, because it seems like the only thing we're gonna do is the test. And I have no idea if this is gonna be timed or what. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Okay, is there anything else in this room? There's a projector. Shows a slide. Wait, what? How could I have missed this? Technology. Okay, a war. Black versus red. I know the black flags fail and the red flags succeed. Some general or someone important died or badly wounded, but clearly victory. Oh, we have burial? No, we have king, crowning of a king. we have what looks like a railroad being laid down. And a celebration. Another celebration. And back to the fight scene. Fascinating. We have redraws, so I'm gonna just redraw into a classroom. Drawing room. Ooh, that's tempting. I need 2 more classrooms. And I'll have 2 gyms if I take the drawing room. But I'll have 2 free reroll. Actually, no, I would lose these because I'm not coming out of I would be coming out of that room. Hold on. And I do get a gem here. Oh, wait. Is this low-key gold? Never mind. I'm stupid. It does not work that way. Well, at least I get steps. Gift shop. Gift shop helps. Gives me 2 doors. I really need to find that classroom. Heck. We'll go with the doors. Okay, classroom. Do I take the gems here? The workshop leads to a dead end. The observatory takes a gem. But it's my only door also. Alright. I guess I don't need the gems. Gems, key, apple, something. Last is some things. Classroom. No classroom. Conference hall. That helps. Helps a lot, actually. Classroom. Office, security, East Hall. Right, maybe we can get a classroom down there. Classroom. The only thing is I can't drop from it. That's annoying. But we will be going into classroom 7 now, which is another new classroom. Grade 7. Algebra. Eh. More math? Oh wait, maybe this is gonna taught me about the symbols. I already figured out how it works, like the diamond symbol. Of course it is. Okay, so that is this square. Oh, jeez. There's a wiggly wiggly flag, double wiggly flag, triple wiggly flag. Remember, don't square till you're there. What does that mean? Nine is correct. 3, that is correct. 7. 5 times 5 is 25 plus or minus. This is incorrect. 3. How do you even get 12 from that? Okay, I could understand like 25 maybe, or 1, or... Because 2 times 2 is 4. Oh wait, multiplied? Do you multiply first? Or 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, that is correct. Never mind, that's how you get 12. To do. 2 double square root? Huh? Oh no. Am I gonna have to deal with double square roots at some point? Why are the decimals? Why are the decimals down here? What are the wavy lines? I'm scared. Is that? I'm scared. Help. Okay. Why are they making up math? 9 out of 12. How do I even make notes on this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have test 1, test 2, test 3, and I'm assuming there's also 4 tests. 1, 2. Oh, there's only 3 this time. Making things a little bit more difficult on me, I see. Very rude. It's very rude. Okay. Okay, hold on. Test number 1 has 9 out of 12. This I agree with. 3 square root of 3 is 9 minus 5 is 4. I agree with. This one I do not agree with. I'm gonna put a 4 and an X next to that one. 3 times 4. They said 36, which I don't agree with either. This one I have no idea. So what, you're supposed to take 4 times 1? That's still incorrect. I have no idea what to do down here. Let's go up here. That is incorrect. Although, I see where you get like the reverse square root, I guess. Kind of makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have this as number 7. This should just be 61. Or 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay. That is incorrect. Number 8. 21. What? Or how are there only 3 incorrect on this page? This just looks like rounding, which is weird. And also kind of scary. This one should be 19. This one should be 5. No. Different sheet. Please, please. Okay. This one. That's 8 out of 12. 4, 16, 36. 100. 40, 22, 20. Minus 400. 1961. At least that's correct. What's the other page? Okay. I think that's the one I was already looking at. Okay, I agree with 9. I agree with 4. 7 times 5. 5 square root is 25. I don't agree with this one. I agree with this. 3, 6. I agree with this one also. Alright, 1, 2. Skip 3 for now. Go to 4. I agree with 12. I agree with 4. 5 has no idea. 6 has no idea. 7, I agree with 61. What is this? 20, I agree with 19. This is where we get to the interesting part. I disagree with this. And if that's... Oh, they have 5 wrong? I have no idea what the squiggles mean. I have absolutely no idea what the squiggles mean. The last 3. No idea what the squiggles mean. Maybe there's a clue somewhere in here that would help me. Y, X. Algebra. Well, there's no clues to be seen. There's no clues to be had. I will be back and probably end up running into having to do the test if I find Classroom 8. Which I guess will be an adventure all within itself. See how dumb I am. Security, patio. I have to take security. I have to take security. Use a key. Find that last classroom. Gonna go up. Gonna go up. Find that last classroom. Broken lover. Let's find that last classroom. Pool. We have plenty of gems. Just want doors at this point. No handbar. Classroom. Casino. We do have the sledgehammer, which I am not expecting to be able to get to the secret garden. I do, however, have gems. Let's do this, because I want to do this and try to get some allowance tokens. Or we can just get some gems. That's cool. And I've almost forgot about the free money. Classroom. There we go. Alright, so how do I even do this? What happens when I walk into this room? Hello? Foreign language class. Okay. Hello, can you teach me a new word? The large house is toward the east. I will swim at dawn. I won't read at night. The branches of the tree are old. The trunk of the tree is small. Tree, my trunk. My tree is small. Acceptable. Ventrevin. The branches of the tree are old. Ventrevin. Redel Nagi. Nagi is night, apparently. Ovet is east, apparently. 5 of 6, ooh. Someone knows their languages. I don't know what to do now. I was expecting something. Just didn't happen. Not use any verbs. So today, the rare usage of verbs are composed almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. House, tree, gate, water, day, night, future. So night is night. Interesting. Small towards interesting. When paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't, similar to you'll do. Huh? Alright, I guess. I don't know what to do now. Do I have to find another classroom? I'm confused. What was the point of all this? Magnifying glass. Well, we found all 8 classrooms. I don't know what to do now. I really don't care, to be honest. Yes, I don't know what to do, and it's kind of... not gonna remember any of this. Maybe there's a puzzle somewhere that needs to be solved with a different language? Or I need to read a different language? Maybe I should just take pictures just because this is the last room. Everybody else got 4 of 6. But it's really interesting that all of them have number 1 correctly. Correct. Oh, wait. Never mind. Oh, he just skipped out the old tech. Number 1 and number 2 are all correct. Guess number... Weird. Which one did you get wrong? Mr. 5 of 6. I guess number 6. Interesting. So many pencils. I don't know what I'm re-rolling to. Great Hall. I'm just gonna use them all. Rumpus room. Locker room. Walk-in closet. Dining room. I'm tempted to take the dining room here. Ding ding. Right, dinner served. As 8 classrooms today's draft pool. We found all 8. And it didn't seem to do anything. I'm so confused. Maybe I need the mirror room? Create the 9th one? Because I'm pretty sure I don't have any classrooms left. At least I have more steps. It's nice that we saw all the rooms, though. at least we got that out of the way. My curiosity is satisfied for the most part. See if we can find another room by chance. I don't have any keys. I used all my keys. I didn't even realize that. Maybe the commissary has some keys? If not, I am done with this run. Well, that was a anticlimactic ending to a almost beautiful run. I wonder if the gift shop door is open. Or if I can buy anything. I do need keys. Can't afford anything anyways. Okay. What about you? Are you gonna be open? I would love to take the Great Hall, but the doors are gonna be locked. Really don't know what I'm trying to salvage with this run. But we'll see what happens. It's locked. And then we'll hit it one more time just to get to both doors. Yeah. Oh, right, that one's blocked off. Blacksmith. Oh, but the break room. What, the locksmith will allow me to go through this door? Really, all? That's it? Don't need the Terrence. I could just get this for the key card tomorrow. I think that's my best bet. Also have a chance for one more room. Right, I still have the dartboard. Hobbit's Maid Chambers, empty closet. Okay. Empty. So are we done today? That's the question. Am I supposed to assume that I'm lied to and there's a ninth classroom inside of all of this? What is that nonsense? Excuse me? Are you supposed to be like half of 12? Or like a third of 12? No? What if, no? Why are you only partially lit up? You make no sense. That wasn't on the test. That was just there. They had squiggly lines, but not no partial fill. Lizard. 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 So if I'm not doing the classroom, what am I doing now? I still need to find a bunch of items. I doubt I can make anything. I have the sledgehammer in my inventory. So the next run, I would like to find the secret garden again. That would be very cool. So maybe we get the item trade, and then maybe we can get the secret garden by trading a bunch of stuff. Secret garden key, go in and finally break down the wall that is stopping us from getting to the secrets. But let's call it today. Today was a day. I don't know if I learned anything, except I got to see all the classrooms. Didn't get to take a test, which thought maybe would have been in classroom 8. I don't know. I don't know anything about nothing. But I am curious about something that we saw at the beginning and haven't really been back down to. Now that we know that we can light things on fire. Nope, never mind. Those don't look correct. Those don't look like the same candlesticks. Maybe there's something else. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a day here. And back to day 137. How the fluff you doing? Welcome back to Blueprints. My name is Vezara, and in the last episode, we drafted a whole bunch of classrooms, saw the new classrooms, and, well, really, that's all I... Really, that's all that came. Really, that's all that came out of all of that nonsense. Okay, what is today's... Oh, we got the trading post. That's what I wanted. So now we can go back here whenever we want, whenever we get a bunch of items. We have like parts and pieces of puzzles and pieces and parts of puzzles, and have many questions still unanswered. It's hard to decipher where to begin. Definitely gonna take the bacon and eggs room. In this run, I'm hoping Hoping to get to the construction workshop. The contraption workshop. See if we can craft the remaining contraptions we haven't seen yet, which requires a lot of items, which we still haven't. We really had a run with a bunch of items in a while. It's kind of sad. That's another. Fine. Take this room. Probably gonna end up being a dead end. A break room is whatever. I didn't start yesterday in the break. I didn't end yesterday in the break room. I just remembered I had drafted the break room in the last video, but I did not end the video in the day in the break room to get the benefit. That is on me. Okay, well, let's see if we can make up for that. This run is already looking pretty grim. Pretty grim. Small candlesticks here. We need to make our way back to the tomb. I need to thoroughly make sure we have everything down there, because the room's so big. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed anything. Or if I could even light these on fire. But right now, we're just going through the house, looking for items. And hopefully we can grab the workbench. Secret passage. I do like the secret passage. What do we want, though? I guess... Great Hall. That's locked. Of course it's locked. Why wouldn't it be locked? It's a hallway. Okay, so that's locked. Gotta go back to the great entrance. See if we can get a dead end here. Dining room. Spare room. Actually, commissary's fine. Let's go back to the great entrance. See if I can get a dead end off of the main door, which will help me. Ooh, storeroom, perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better dead end room. Okay, grab my allowance, then go this way. Rumpus room. Takes a gem. It gives me 8 coins. Or the pantry, which has a different door layout, but half gold. Or I can re-roll. Let's take the pantry. It gives me a food, a snack, a treat, some gold. Doesn't cost me a gem. Take the kitchen. Then we'll go over here to get east hallway. Or morning room. Which will get me more gems. Let's just do that. No items in this room. Never mind. Almost missed a shovel. Stinky shovel just sitting in the corner. East Hall. Sure. Gonna keep on going up. Maybe pull something here that will connect the doors that I've drafted so far. Yeah. Could do that. Or I can take this for if I end the room with the thing that cares about this room type. But I do kind of just want to be able to freely walk around the house more easily. So maybe there's a... Ooh, and there's an item in here. Watering can. Also, if we have the kitchen, which we do, I can refill the watering can. I wonder if it has to be completely empty, or if I can fill it from being partially full. Wow. Neat. Doesn't even have to be completely empty. It's very cool. I like that interaction. Well, we're gonna have to make this dead, but we can't go through the gallery. Or I can just take some keys. Keys would let me go through the den and the secret passage. Let's just get some keys. I think that's my best route of action. Okay. And with the keys, let's just go over there. Glad I drafted this. It's almost like it was meant to be. Another gym. Going through the den. Like this door. Pool room. Okay. Going through the pool room. Do I have a sledgehammer? I do not. I do not have the coat check either. I do not have a secret garden key. All of which is important for what I'm trying to do. None of which I have. Boiler though, ooh. With Great Hall, with the foyer. Over the foyer. Making everything free. At least for hallways. Boiler room. Locker room. I don't need that anymore. Going through the locker room. Get my key and a broken lever. I haven't found the workshop yet. That's unfortunate. Rumpus room, dock room. Let's go through the rumpus. Actually, let's re-roll. Laundry, drawing room, gift shop. Gift shop. Gift shop goes up, but for what purpose other than to dead end myself at the antechamber, unless I find the greenhouse, which I need the greenhouse key. No, the greenhouse does not need the greenhouse key. Greenhouse is just a greenhouse, which I can get to maybe through the pool. Souvenirs for sale. Drawing room. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what door we get going up. You have to use a key. I'm good with the observatory, but I do not have gym. I don't think I need to reroll either. Okay, let's take this. I'll be back. Use the key. Flag tower. That's the thing I was talking about when I was thinking about drafting that other room that was down here somewhere. Right here. Let's go with laboratory. I don't have any gems. Let's reroll. Rumpus room. Dining room. Dining room it is. Gotta get some steps. I wonder what happened if you light the dining room with candles. Make like your dinner into a fancy dinner and give you more steps. B. Or if the candles started singing. Come into life. B. R. It's it. Ooh. We have a meal room. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Never mind. I blocked the door. No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because if I can get to this door. Hold on. Drawing room. Drawing room does it. So does the break room. 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 Okay. Open that. That opens that. Why does that open that? I'm confused. Why did that open that? I thought it would open the opposite door. Why did that open this? What does this open? That opens that. Do I need to get to this door? Which I might be able to get to through the pool room. I am so confused. I will take another dining room. I will take another dining room. I would love to copy the dining room. I would love another copy of the dining room. Go into the pool room. We have one key. We have exactly one key. Gotta make this work. Wait, hold on. Did I pass keys? I think I passed the chance of a game of keys. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I don't have any rerolls. Sucks to suck. Gift shop doesn't do me anything. I need a bunch of gold for the remaining things in that room. Maybe I can find the greenhouse down here. But the bedroom doesn't do anything for me. The office doesn't really do anything for me and I can't buy it. I have a single key left. A single key. Okay, what am I gonna do with this key? That's a gem. There's also something in here I looked at before that I don't remember. Oh, it's a letter from me. Interesting. Dear Mother, if you're reading this, that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight, so make sure he gets some treats and rest. School is going well, though. I do miss you terribly. Unfortunately, even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on. So I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter months arrive. All that said, expect some more letters soon. Dear Mother, this should be the 5th letter you receive from this month, though I knew statistically it's very unlikely that every single number of my Black has found their way home, and please don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough now that I am truly on my own. In other news, my classes have been engaging and I am slowly making friends, so please ignore the dramatic despair of my previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that 3 years is too long a time to be away from home. Do I only get the 2? Yeah, it looks like there's only 2 in here. Do I have a shovel? Okay. Dig it, dang it. Find a coin. We do have the trading post, but we do not have the long forgotten workshop. However, we do still have a chance to get that. Let's go see if we can get the workshop. Have a single key. Workshop. I have to use the last key. But we got the... Oh, and these are guaranteed going to be unlocked. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go up first. Every bedroom? I don't have very many bedrooms. This basically gives me the same amount of keys. And also more steps. Do I use a key here? I don't think I use a key here. I think it would be more beneficial to use the key going down. Can't use this. Right. Is it chess puzzle I still have to figure out? Does this room have... This room has a bishop. Maybe I can do something with a chess puzzle. Once I fill out the house, I'll grab my notes on the chess puzzle. Ooh, gems. Getting too late for that. Was that my last chance for a room? No, I got one more. I wasn't even paying attention, and if one of those options was the workshop, I don't think it was. Also, I've never had the breakfast nook way up here. This has to be a first. Anything I can spend my coins on? Any point on going out to the trading post? I want it in my room and run in the break room. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright. Am I even going the right way? I need to go up. Well, so much for the mirror room. I had high hopes there. So I want to be looking for the mirror room, maybe. That's a maybe. But I do want the workshop. Let's see here. Right, the chess puzzle. All right. Do we have the break room? There was nothing in the break room. Do we have the... Let's see here. Breakfast nook, security hallway. Alright, so starting next run again, I am going to pay attention to chess pieces. Because it's easier for me, as I'm drafting the rooms, to just go through it instead of retroactively looking at all the rooms. And I don't think I have all the chess pieces in the house anyways, so... Let's just start fresh. Let's start a new run. And we'll go from there.